Hey, look at that. We're back for another video. Oh, yes. So, I've had a lot of people ask me what setup I ride with to get the audio clarity that I get without all the wind buffeting, or with minimal wind buffeting. So I thought I'd make a video on it. Now, this is a budget setup. There's a lot nicer setups. There's a lot better ways to do this. This is just my setup. So, this is my helmet. It's a Built Force. Yeah, Built Force helmet. I think it was like 80, 90 bucks when I bought it. I'm gonna get a new one. I just bought this one when I started riding just because I wanted to figure out if I liked it or not. So I actually have to go. I'm thinking about an Icon Air flight. I don't know yet, but we're gonna go look for a new one. But it's besides the point. This is my helmet. I don't have a Cardo-y thing, whatever that microphone is on inside. All I have is my GoPro mounted to the front. So I've tried a couple different mounts. I had a straight chin mount that was from chinmounts.com or something like that. Didn't really like it. I then bought a second mount and stuck it right under where the camera is. I bought a second mount and stuck it right there. Didn't like it. And then I went on Amazon and found this like company that sells like a giant arm all put together that you can adjust. I bought it. I like it. The only issue is it uses a flathead, and I mean, like it. I don't know. I wish it was a little bit easier to adjust. But other than that, I made like the same video like 4 times over because I kept hitting a bug, and you'll probably see that video before on my what I liked about my Ninja in the last year, if I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah, I hit another damn bug and went on the lens, so it kind of got a little foggy towards the end. But I'm not gonna redo it because that was the best it's gonna get. It's bug season. But anyway, so I got this new mic or this new system, this new arm as I call it, where it's a little bit more adjustable. I can get the angle I want. And what's nice is I can get landscape, or I can get a vertical shot for like shorts, all in one, which is pretty nice. I mounted it up here. I bought a pack from Amazon. They don't like to stick, and I'm too scared, especially with this arm. There's a lot of pressure on it, using an entire long arm like this versus using a short one. So I actually crazy glued it using Gorilla Glue, and that works. Now the big thing is audio quality. What do I have? So I have a GoPro Hero 9. And first thing you're gonna need is you're gonna need this adapter from GoPro. You have to buy GoPros, don't buy one like mine, because you need to go from the GoPro USB-C to USB-C and 3.5mm jack. You have to buy GoPros, nothing else will work. Then you'll see I have a little dingle-dangle right here. This is a little head or microphone that I bought on Amazon. It was like, I think like $20. It was kind of more expensive than I thought it was gonna be. If I can find the link, I'll post it in the comments. But it's literally just a 3.5mm jack to a very, very small. There's a bunch of cabling in here too, and I tucked it all in the cheek. But a very, very small, where is it? Let's try to pull this out. It's a very, very small mic tip with a wind deflector in it. So as you can see, let's see if I can get close to this. I tuck it in here, and when I'm not running the GoPro, I can actually tuck the cable like this around the helmet, and it doesn't get in my way, and it's all gone. It's all hidden. It's pretty nice. And when I need to record, I just pop her out, and then I have my little chin deflector, my chin wind deflector is tucked in. But I hope you guys can see this. There's that little nub. Right over here, this little nub right here, that is the mic in the cheek pad. So it's tucked. See that? Is that the arm? Yeah, you can see you can even see the arm for it with the little cheek pad. It's kind of hard to see. I don't want to pull it out because it was a pain to get in. But it's tucked right up by my mouth, probably like 2 inches from my mouth, and it has a little foam thingy and to cut the wind. I'm also using the chin wind deflector. I didn't have this on before because I forgot I had it, and then I noticed there's a lot of like wind would come up in its opening and just kind of like surface around my mouth, and get enclosed in there. But once I found it in the trunk of my Altima, actually it also helped cut down on the wind. And I plugged that all into my GoPro, and I'm able to record. And I flipped it around so it's hanging upside down technically, and it's just hanging like this right on my chin. Right, I can adjust it up and down. I can adjust it forward and back. I can adjust it. I can just the GoPro to go facing down or facing up. And what's nice about GoPro is what I've been doing, because you can do the enable preview. It's okay. What I actually do is I'll get on the bike, I'll mount the GoPro, and then I'll adjust it to where I think it needs to be. Because I bump with my arm once in a while and mess up the adjustment. I'll adjust it to where I think it needs to be. I will then start recording and go for like a minute ride. Then I'll park, pull out my phone, download the video quick, which takes like a minute, and then play it and see where the camera's sitting, what it's looking at, what it's facing, and then from there I can adjust it. So that's worked out pretty good for me until I hit a bug. Audio quality again is pretty good. Just make sure it's actually clicked all the way in the headphone jack. One time it's a little bit loose and didn't record the audio. Other than that, that's how I've been getting audio quality that I think is clear enough without carrying like those like bigger chunky microphones or doing a voiceover or anything like that. I think it's good enough where you can actually catch the exhaust audio. I've been actually able to catch crackles and pops on my exhaust when I get on it, when I'm driving a little bit aggressively. And yeah, I'm just using a GoPro Hero 9. I'm gonna look into getting an Insta360 because I like that. I want to try some 360 shots. But this is how this camera I got for $299 on sale at Best Buy. You can probably find them a little bit cheaper now because now I think the 11s are out. So grab one of these. All these little arm attachment thingies are gonna run you some money. Go on Amazon, buy them because they're all the same. This is like $50 alone. This is annoying actually. This is like $40, $50 for how expensive it is, which is just a little stupid dongle. I ordered one on Amazon. It was like $10 from Belkin, and it didn't work. You have to buy GoPros. And then that thing was like $20. So all in it, I'm probably at like $400 to have a GoPro mounted to my helmet where I can motovlog. And again, you can use a lower end, like a cheaper GoPro. You can use different cameras, whatever you want. I like using the GoPro. But also, if I could recommend one thing, guys, and I mean, you have a couple options. You can mount a USB port to your bike and have it charge your GoPro from the USB-C port in here. And that way your battery won't die, because the GoPro battery dies after like an hour recording in 4K. Or you could pull out or pull over and swap out the batteries. But see, I don't like the helmet, mounted to my chin and then having the USB-C cable mounted into the port in the bike, because I just have the cable dingle-dangling kind of by my arms. And usually, if I want, I can use that one to charge my phone when I'm plugged into the quad lock. My phone's plugged in. That's all neat and tidy. So I would say invest in a charging power bank. Anchor makes really good ones. This is not an Anchor. This is an Amazon one from some random company, and it's okay. It has 1% battery in it. I can get about 3 full charges out of my phone. It's about 1 inch thick by like 6 inches high. I can get about 3 charges out of my phone. 2 USB-C ports, or USB ports, USB-A. USB-C port stopped working really well. You have to really finagle it in there after like day 2. And it uses a micro USB to charge. That's how you know this is like a cheaper end one. This is like $25. But with this, I actually keep it in my backpack, like water bottle holder on the edge of the backpack. And that way I can just have the cable coming from like kind of like under my armpit. I can even run it through my shirt if I want. But the cable is basically under my armpit and straight to my GoPro. So it's like coming from here. So it's not in my way, it's not bothering me. A 3-foot cable works perfect. And my GoPro's always charging. This thing will run your GoPro basically forever. But that's the setup I've been using. Again, for me, all in $400, not including the helmet. And I can get some good content when bugs don't get on my camera lens. I do also have a kit that comes with like a rubber outside gasket thing to cover this. This camera lens also has a screen protector on it, as well as a screen protector on the actual front screen, which I also love. Don't go old enough in a GoPro where you don't get this front screen. This front screen is so nice to have, because when the screen's not facing you to see what you're looking at, I can look at this front screen and see everything on it. I can see battery charge, I can see which orientations it's sitting at, what my settings are at, how much storage I have left. I can see everything from this little baby screen. So it's great. I think it came out on the 9s, not on the 8s. So get a 9 or newer. Also, hold on. Let's not forget about this. Hold on, guys. Hold on, I forgot about this. For sound deadening. So basically, so the wind doesn't destroy my ears, I use AirPod Pros. They get a little weird when you're putting them in your ears, and then you put the helmet on, or you take the helmet off. Sometimes they want to kind of fly out. They're not even in the case. But that's what I've been using, AirPod Pros. I can, if I use them on transparency mode, they cut out the wind, but I can still hear everything, and I can play some light music. If I want to get it quieter, you put on noise canceling. It cuts out the wind. It cuts out about 70% of the motorcycle noise, and just like the outside noise, which is also really nice. But that's what I've been using to get the volume out. I've looked at some companies that just make like ear plugs, as well as like Cardos or whatever that stuff is. You're not gonna be able to call from these while you're riding. Siri doesn't work. I'm sure the call quality is absolute dog garbage with all the wind coming in and the wind that it's catching from your all the way tucked in your ears. So I haven't even tried calling. I've tried to yell at Siri a couple times. I can't get her to do anything, honestly. Also, another thing, just a pro tip. If you're riding around and you don't have a phone mount, or your phone's about to die, or whatever it is, wear an Apple Watch. Get an Apple Watch. I'm an Apple fanboy, but the amount of times this thing saved me because I'm riding somewhere I don't recognize, and I don't have navigation, or my phone's tucked in my pocket, or I forgot to put the right case on my phone to have the quad lock. Like right now, I don't have a quad lock for my phone because I bought a new iPhone 14 Pro. I can still run navigation from my watch, and literally I'm like riding. I don't look down at it because I want to keep my eyes on the road. I just lift my arm up and go like this. So it'll be like, going 100, okay, next turns in 2.5 miles, next turns in 4 miles. That's what I've been doing using the Apple Watch. I can also control my music from it. So I am playing music. I just want to quick tap or lower the volume, raise the volume, whatever it needs to be. You don't have to worry about double tapping or whatever I got to do because my helmet's on. And again, that way I don't touch my phone that's mounted to my like dash area. I can have everything I need to see, and I can just bring my arm up quick to my sight line and do a quick glance over and see where my next turn is. So yeah, I mean, and it vibrates when your turn's coming up. I'm sure everyone knows how navigation works on phones and watches nowadays. But this is literally my motorcycle setup. If you open up my motorcycle backpack, you will find my GoPro's not mounted to my helmet. You'll find my GoPro, my backpack, this little dongle, my AirPods, my Apple Watch, my phone, and this battery bank. These are the most important things that I don't go riding without them. If I go riding without them, I feel empty and naked. So yeah, this is my setup for audio quality. This is my setup, honestly, for riding in general. If you have any more questions, put them in the comments. I do always ride with a backpack. I'm always going to the gym with my bike. I'm going to work with my bike. I always have my backpack on me. I bought a backpack specific or motorcycle specific backpack. Useless. So I just wear a regular backpack with my bike, and I just tighten it up on my titties, and it doesn't move or flail or do anything weird. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. This is my setup. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.